ASS family, it's K Dot, introducing a new pod that we have here coming to the network called Unequal Opinions. Now, as you can tell through any of the shows you've listened to, we do have a lot of opinions and we do like to debate them, but sometimes they go outside the realm of sports. So we wanted to have our own little platform and able to do those and have those conversations and let you know how right we are about certain things. Now, we don't know if you're going to like this podcast or not. Please let us know what you think through the comments, through your likes, through your subscriptions, all that jazz. And you'll let us know kind of the direction in which we want to go to with some of the new programming. I know that we mentioned we wanted to make some changes here to the network, and you're going to see some things come up over the next few weeks, and this is just one of them. But yeah, let us know what you think. This episode's a bit of a rough cut. We didn't quite know what we had when we were doing it. It was supposed to just be a cold open, but things kind of changed. Let us know what you think, and hopefully you'll hear more from us. And I do promise that This Is Vegas is coming out really, really soon. But peace, guys. Bye.
So last week during our group chat, you guys were talking about something that I thought was pretty hilarious. Will Smith versus Tupac. Yeah, I mean, because K-Dot, you said that Will Smith will beat Tupac up, right?
I think he would wash him. I think my exact words were, I think the question I posed in the text thread was, am I crazy for thinking Will Smith would have washed Tupac?
No.
Thank you. But in the context was, it came out, I think one of the, one of the Outsiders or whatever did an interview, that it was like, that back in like 94, 95, whatever, that Jada told Pac not to fuck with Will, and it pissed Pac off because Jada and Tupac grew up together and went to art school and shit out here in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And that pissed Pac off. But then it's like the way people talk about. Yeah, I got a lot of mixed feelings about Tupac overall, and it's just the way that people think that gangster mentality would ever translate into he had hands. Will Smith was doing Bad Boys, dog. Like what?
He's an actor.
No, like to be fair, yeah, but he's also from Philly, and like I think people kind of forget, like Will wasn't just pussy. I'm not saying that he was like hard, like he wasn't a street nigga.
Yeah,
like Pac is a street nigga, I get that. He's a street dude, I get that. And Will isn't. But I feel like you underestimate Will in that, well, not you specifically, but like people in general, in that like he has some street in him, and that people underestimate a person like that, period. Like it's like I don't know it's and also Tupac's 5'9" and Will 6'4", so it's not like, come on. Like I mean, like I'm not just like height doesn't make a just like it just means he's gonna win, but like he also has like a little advantage. So I think he was in shape. Not that Pac wasn't in shape. Pac was in shape too. But yeah, but I mean,
but the thing is, like, the other question I have with that would be, I also see a scenario. The only way, so if we're being real about it, like really real about it. Also, just sidebar, a lot of people were like, I think people mistake the Fresh Prince for real life, in the sense that his mom sent him over to the West Coast because he was ready after fight.
But bullshit now.
But also that's a fair point. That plays to my point though, in that because if he might have had street in him. It's not like you can change. It doesn't go away completely though. Like if you was out there in the field and they sent you and you just went away at 18 and you learned a new better life, cool. But you still know how to.
Right. but I was saying on a, like real tip.
Mm-hmm.
If they square it up, I got Will all day, every day. But I don't see it being a squared up fight. Pac would have had a nigga jump, or somebody would have got shot like that.
Yeah.
Like we're real, like, and I don't think Will got that in him. I don't think Will got the crew that's going to stomp out Pac. I don't think Will's going to pull out the gun. Like,
let's take it back though. Let's take it back. Let's take it back for a second. How did you approach the question to people? Because like when you brought it up in the group chat, like the thing that I thought would skew people's vision would be they see Will now and all the shit that he's going through with Jada now.
It's everything. It's Will is the Parents Just Don't Understand rapper, Nightmare on My Street rapper. I don't curse in my songs. Now Jada's doing all this weird shit. I'm the like, even when I'm in movies, I'm not like some ultimate badass unless it's a Gemini Man and nobody wants to see that piece of shit. Like, it's just he doesn't carry himself in that way. He's the slick talker. He's not, whereas Pac's entire demeanor, outside of when you get to what I think is the actual only real Pac, which is Digital Underground Pac, which is artistic, I'm an actor Pac. That to me is the real Pac. Everything else, for the most part, to me was always a charade. Like, it was always him.
With his mom?
The shit with his mom goes deeper than any sort of street bullshit, though.
Yeah, I'm talking about like with the Panthers.
I'm talking about with the Panthers.
Okay,
I'm saying Afeni and all of them are real, but it wasn't street shit. Like, it was more than that. This is some like militaristic type shit. But it was like, that to me was always kind of the way you go about and you look at Pac in that way. But I think the thug life shit, I think the way that he talked about stuff, I think the fact that he shot motherfuckers, like that, those things are where you start buying up or building more on the or around Pac than it is actually anything he would do with his hands.
Hold on. So are you saying that he's the first Tekashi 69?
Huh?
Are you saying Tupac's the first Tekashi 69?
No, I think Tupac's more complex than that. I don't think he lied. I just think that he started buying into that bullshit more than he needed to. I really do. Like, Pac to me was always like, it's kind of like, look, you can be a rapper that has different multitudes. And I think people look at the hypocrisy in hip hop. The hypocrisy in Pac is meaning he was more human or deeper on some level. And to me, it was always, no, you blurred the line so much that you don't even know which way is up anymore. Like, that to me was what Pac did. Like, Biggie could walk away from a song, and if you watch any documentaries, he's fucking singing R&B songs, playing around, goofing. Yo, the Frank White shit is a character that I do in my songs. It ain't me. I've been on the street, but it ain't me. That's not how I'm operating. Where Pac was just this, like, you do Dear Mama, and then you do Hit 'Em Up. Like, it's this, what did Jay-Z say about Nas? What, just because you wear kufi, it don't mean anything. Like, it's just
it don't mean that he
right.
Yeah.
It don't mean
it
just mean understand all the bullshit that he right. Is it Uchi Wally Wally? Is it one mic?
Is it one mic?
Black Girl Sloss, or should I owe you for ice? That's the thing. It's like Pac just, I never thought knew where what, and I still say this. Pac would have been, if Pac just stayed in acting, he'd have been looked upon as an all-time great. I think he was a better actor than he was a rapper. I really do. I really think he was a better actor than he was a rapper.
Just because you understand him don't mean that he's nice.
And to me, it's like, dog, pick a lane. Like, I prefer Pac shit like that. I don't listen to California Love. I don't listen to Hit 'Em Up. I don't listen to that shit. Because to me, it never really spoke.
Yeah,
I get, like, musically, I understand it. I get its importance. But there was always this era of, like, me wanting to be one of those dudes that took Pac, shook him, and be like, nigga, chill the fuck out. Like, you got this way of making this art on this other fucking level. Chill the fuck out. You ain't need to do this. You don't need to do that.
I think Pac would have been better served combining the two, but necessarily kind of not leaning into what you're saying. So, like, he could do rap at a level that, you know, few others can, and also act. Like, he would have been that first, like, really hybrid, real, like, rapper actor. Like, oh no, he's number one on Billboard, and they're saying he might win an Oscar for his performance in this John Singleton movie or whatever.
But see, that's the thing to me, is that, like, the comparison to me, who's the most known rapper actors? Will and Ice Cube, right?
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, yep. Okay, yeah, but yeah, Queen, absolutely. I wouldn't want to take anything away from her. But if we're talking about males,
yeah, Queen, Will, LL.
Will can, all right. LL ain't even in the conversation as far as from an acting ability standpoint. Just toss him off.
Fair.
Will has been chasing.
Is he that bad?
He's not bad.
He's not bad.
He's not on that level. Like, you're not getting that kind of art from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will Smith has been chasing the shit forever, and it just ain't coming. Like, you do the 7 Pounds movie, you do Pursuit for the Happiness. Like, you have your bag. Like, you can try to get into it, but the closest you ever got was probably way back when we were looking at the goddamn Ali.
Ali,
I don't even. But
he
here's the
did.
thing: I don't love his Ali performance. To be completely honest,
I love it.
I think it's a good movie. I don't love his performance in Ali, but the thing to me, Pac.
So Ice Cube the best?
No, but here's Pac.
No, it's still Will. It's still Will.
It's Will just
No, I'm
de
talking about
facto.
from doing both.
Hang on. But listen,
Doing
Yes.
go back and watch Juice
both.
and see Pac is coming off the screen like Larry Fishburne, Circus King of New York. Pac had fucking talent.
Yes.
Like if he just stood in that, I'm telling you. Well, I think it's up in the air whether Will ever get an Oscar. I really do. He might not ever do it, but I think Pac would have already had one.
Will should have gotten an Oscar for Ali, though, in my opinion. But
I don't want to shit on Ali. I don't think it's like, but you know who stole Ali for me? Jamie Foxx.
I knew he was gonna say Jamie. I'm not gonna get into that debate. I think Jamie's a better actor than Will, and people try to tell me different, and I don't. It triggers me.
It's not even close.
So I'm not gonna get into that debate. But yeah, Jamie stole that's Jamie. I love Jamie. But yeah, I was just gonna add one thing to your point earlier. Will is also the guy who smacked a reporter. I just want to add. That's all I'm saying. It's there. He's not that guy, but it's there. That's all I'm saying. It's there. It's in him. And if I think Will is one of those guys who's like, yo, I'm chilling, I'm cool until you test me, and nobody really tests him because he's cool. He's a dad. Nobody cares to bother Will Smith. And you don't get any street cred for bothering Will Smith. But if you do, he is prepared.
See, that was the thing. Is like Will Smith to me, in a way, I always defended him. Like even when Eminem was doing his shit and all that, the way because Will always reminded me kind of like of me because it was always this sort of element of like, look, because I speak a certain way, because I carry myself in a certain way, because I do these certain things, but you don't know where the fuck I'm from. You don't know who I know. You don't know what I've done. Like, please, I'm trying to stay here. Don't pull me back over there. I can do that, but I don't want to do that. Like, I really don't want to do that. And I think Will has carried himself throughout his entire career in that light. Like, I'm from fucking West Philly. Like, that's a thing. And I'm trying to be a rapper who doesn't curse. I'm trying to be a rapper who makes music this, like, universally accepted. I'm trying to make these big box office movies so that people can enjoy and have a good time. I move out to LA, like I got the wife, I'm doing everything the way I'm supposed to do it because I wanted something better for me. Why y'all gotta test whether or not I can kick this nigga's ass? Like, stop testing me.
And again, last qualifier, we're not talking. And again, to James' earlier point, they're thinking of Will now. We're talking about Independence Day Will, Bad Boys Will. Like we're not talking. I'm not talking about Aladdin Will. I'm not talking about Aladdin Will. I'm talking about Bad Boys. From now on, that's how you drop. That's what I'm talking about. That version of Will.
Mike Loud.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, versus. You know what? I am crazy. Now that you say that. Versus that version of Tupac.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
But that's once again, Pac, great actor. I think he was a method actor. Like he was that good. He started carrying that shit over. It's just, it's so frustrating with Pac to me. And I think this is going to actually be the episode because they only got 2 minutes left in this. And I actually think it's a good time. We can do it again. But it's just a matter of Pac was an actor. Could he rap? Yes. Did he have an ability to make you feel exactly what he said? Yes. Did he lie in his lyrics necessarily? No. And trust me, he's got a resume. Shit, his rap sheet is his rap sheet.
Yep.
But I still, every time I see Tupac with the thug life and everything else, I'm like, that's not you. Like, you are Baltimore private art school with Jada is you. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I actually think if we're being really sincere, Will is more authentic than Pac was in that way. In the sense of, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that.
I know who I am.
Right. And I'm not going to have anybody else around me press me to be something that I'm not.
And I think to K-Dot's point, I will say his kind of, and Biggie has spoken to this though, like Pac kind of changes, and he like depending on what room he in or whatever. But to K-Dot's point to that, I think that's also what made him great as far as being an actor and a rapper, and why he's loved so much. Because like in this room he's a gangster. Okay, cool. But he's also deep in this room. Oh, okay, cool. He can hang with the poets too. Oh, he can hang with the street dudes. Oh, he can hang with the politicians. Like, oh, you put Pac in any room and he's good. He's
Pac
fine.
made you feel something. Like,
yes.
and that was
and
the thing is that, like, regardless of whatever room he was
Gift
in,
curse.
he could make you feel it.
The gift and the curse.
And and that to me was always like, it's just, if I'm looking at wasted opportunity, that's it. Because he can make you feel something on a level that I think most actors try to strive for. And you could do it in a real way. And that to me was Pac's calling. It truly was. Like, when you see some of the movies that he was even up for and it never got an opportunity to do, it's just, that shit's just, it's saddening.